Welcome to Trading the Markets. My name is Wisha Joseph. I'm not a financial advisor, so everything here will be for educational purposes tonight. Going to be going over a couple of different concepts. What's going on? Quaterius? See charts. Go over a couple of concepts. Letting people know classes live on the Discord. Let everybody know.
Oh, can you hear me?
What's up? What's up?
What's going on, man?
Yeah,
Eating
just
on that little food right quick.
yeah. About to go over a couple of things, man, and like things that really matter. Let me let people know classes live on my Discord. I'm gonna show a lot of my Discord too, because I drop a lot of things on my Discord. Um, so it's like definitely you're on my Discord, right? I don't know if you really use it much, but that's why I drop
Yeah.
like a lot of my plays and homework and stuff. It's something I'm gonna drop right now, a little bit of homework I want to bring up today. Let me drop that right now. So my class is live, y'all. Class is live. Class is live on here. All right. So I'll let people know it's live. And then let me drop that. Let me try and drop. Check my photos. There it is. Yeah, I'm just still recovering, you know. It was a sick day for me. All right, let me share my screen. I'll just share my entire screen so y'all can see. All right. So I'll start off this right here. So setups, right? So actually, no, before that, there's another one. Let me see if I can find it before I get to that one. Here we go. Yeah, I want to show you guys this one first. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Hold on. This is as big as it gets. You zoom. Hold on. Zoom in. You might not be able to read the words, but I just want you to see the way the setup, the structure. So, all right, zoom in one more time. All right, so check this out, right? Biggest mistake people do is like, oh, this has been falling forever. Let me buy the dip. And it should go up, or this has been going up for a long time. Let me buy puts to make thinking that's gonna go down. But what you have to understand is that it's all about strength and structure. So it's all about momentum, right? So if you're trying to like look at a stock, you're like, oh, which direction does it look like it's most likely gonna go? Look at the structure. So the angle tells you on whether something's a good buy or a bad buy. So on the left, right, you see how the angle is steep and it just keeps going down. If something is going down strong at a strong angle, you want to keep betting to the downside because most likely it's going to keep going down further, you know? So because it's about momentum, it's like, who was that? I was saying this to you earlier, Quaterius. No, it wasn't you, it was somebody else. I was my boy Manny. But basically, not even Superman could stop a train, a runaway train, in one step. It's going to take time to slow it down before it can actually reverse it, right? Just like the stock. So when you see something coming down in a hard angle, it's not going to just stop. Even if you have a zone, oh, this is the buy zone, you need to see evidence of it starting to go like this, and then go like this, and then go like this, and then go like this. Like literally, you can't make a U-turn in one bound. You got to slowly get over there. So same thing. So when you see a hard angle going down like that, you want to keep betting to the downside. Same thing to the upside. If you see a hard angle going up, you want to keep betting to the upside. Now in the middle, when you see it's going up, down like crazy, don't trade that. Don't trade that. You know what I mean? But when do you buy the dip? You buy the dip when you see the angle go from here and it's starting to slow down. You can see how it slowed down and then it starts to curl up. Does that make sense to y'all? Because I'm tired of people just be like not knowing when they should be buying something in which direction. Because direction is the easy part, timing is the hard part. All right. So now let me go back to the Discord. So since you understand that, and and this is a video here on my Discord that kind of breaks it down more. It's like price is basically a lie. Momentum tells you when you can best consider going long or going short based off the story that the market's telling you. It lets you know if your zones are valid. So you want to time your entries when things slow down. Because when things slow down, it gets in a tighter range. And when options get in a tighter range, they become cheaper. So that's when you want to consider, going directional. So now, what I just showed you guys, I can go to this now. So now, you got to know what it looks like when something is bullish, making it like it's probably going to keep going up, and something is bearish. So the close, so where open, so opening price and closing price is very important. Where it opens and where it closes tells you the probability of it, where it's going the next day. So notice on the top right, this is a 10 out of 10 bullish close because it's closing near the highs or basically at the high. You see that? Versus this 9 out of 10 because it's not at the very high, but it's still at a high level that it's holding. And then you see the other ones, they start to fade away from the high. So if you basically take the price action for the day, you cut it in half, you can see that does it close in the high part or does it close in the lower part? Because now when it closes in the lower half, that's when it's most likely to go down. Does that make sense? Now let me give you a real life example and real life trades to explain it. You had a question? Are you good? All right.
No, I'm good.
I bet. So now let's go to some examples. So the trade that I'm in right now. So check this out, right? So this is the 1 hour chart. On the left is utilities. On the right is NEE. So notice this was 930 where it opened, right? You see the opening price was 80.03. The low was 79.79. The high was 80.36. You see what I'm saying? So now if we take this day and we cut this in half, like let's say I move this like right here, this probably be like the half of the day, the half of the range. You can see that basically it closed what? Near the highs. Because the high of the day was what? What did I say? It was 80.36. We closed at 80.35. So the chances of it going up tomorrow, if you go back to that thing, is basically 10 out of 10. Does that, you guys follow that? So you want to buy it. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm listening out.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop my bad.
Yeah, so where it closes, like if you look at the daily, you can see it clear. Like look, this closed at the high of the day. So the chances of this going up tomorrow are very high. And the options that I'm in are these right here. So as you can see, NEE $85 call, and I'm also in the $85 call for next week. Well, this was I guess it was earlier in the day. They're actually up higher now. But what did I share it? I think I might have put it on my Instagram. Matter of fact, let me just drop it right now, so you guys can see it. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna drop it on my Discord so you can see where we finished today. I'm gonna just reply to this message with the new screenshots. Let's see. So basically, these are the screenshots of where we are. There we go. All right, so peep. So right here. So this is XLU. This is the one expiring next week, up about 13% on that. So I got 2 contracts at $77 a piece. Right now they're going for $87 a piece, and they're gonna expire next week, so I can hold these. Then we have NEE, Next Era. My boy MJ put me onto this. Basically 2 contracts at 134. Right now they're going for 143 a piece, so I'm about $18. Only up 6%, but I have time to hold these, and that's what matters. And these, this one was $63. This one is for this Friday's expiration. So since it was riskier, I didn't buy as many contracts. But you see, they were I got them at $63 a piece. Right now they're going for $84 a piece. So up about 33%, $22 on that one. All right. But earlier today, this morning, I had sold these. Let's see. This one right here. So check this out, EQT. So today you see that it opened at 35 and it went all the way to 36.20, right? And I had got in on this day on the 19th, 2 days ago, basically on Thursday. And I sold them today. Once they hit my target, I sold them. So at this point, I was up about 82%, 181, but it did go up to like 90, 89%. So I was up about 197 on these. But the thing is, like, you gotta understand the structure. Like, I entered these because on this day, matter of fact, let me go on the actual chart so you can see it even bigger, right? So let's see. All right, let me just hold on. Oh, I got both of them here. Okay. So if I go to with the EQT, this is the trade that I entered last Thursday. So I entered this. Let me move this down so you guys can see. Basically, I entered it on this day, and I could even do it on my replay so you can see. I entered it on this day. You know why? Because it couldn't get over this point, right? But what did it do? It got over it, and this was the ceiling. It became the new floor. You guys see that? So, and then mind you, you gotta look. Remember what I was talking about? Price reversing. So look, we're going down for a while, but then what did it do? It went like this. Then it started going like this, right? It started basing out. And then once it going like this, then I seen the first little curl up, which is that Thursday. That's why I got in. And once it hit that and stayed there, next day, Friday, this is what happened. And then today, boom, this is how it finished. So I got out before it started pulling back. All right, but I want you guys to understand like the setups, like what does a good setup look like? And even today, if we look at it, it's still finished what near the highs. I got stopped out of this today, but I was okay losing $12 and getting stopped out, even though I knew that maybe it could continue, but timing is everything. All right. So that's that. So I want to show you guys this tool right here that I use. It's called the relevant rotation graph, and it shows you how the sectors are rotating. So check this out. So I'm able to, if I go to the 60-minute, look who's in front, XLU, leading the sectors. What am I in? XLU. So basically, this shows you all the sectors, which sectors is improving, leading, weakening, and lagging. All right, so this way you can see where's money flowing inside of and where's money flowing outside of. So what you'll notice is, and then like you can play around with the different time frames. I'll go to 30. So usually when you see things in the 30 minutes, it's happening like in a shorter period of time, but you see in the 60-minute, it's usually gonna take about 3 to 4 days to complete the rotation. So basically, before we had technology weakening, XLK, but right here you can see XLK is lagging. It was weakening, now it's starting to lag. So before we were rotating out of tech and we are going more into defensive. So you guys remember there's 11 sectors in the whole stock market, and they're grouped into 3 groups: growth, value, and defensives. Growth is technology, communications, and consumer discretionary. So that's, so you know, tech, your Apple, your Microsoft, consumer discretionary, your Amazon, your Tesla, communications, your Meta, you know, and all those companies. Those are your growth companies. So what was happening before was, if you notice, is that they were weakening. So money was being rotated out of tech, and usually when it's being rotated out of tech, guess where it goes? It goes towards defenses or values. So understand that people that have big money in the market, they never take the money out. They just rotate it and move it around. So if you know the money's moving around, you can see which one you should be buying calls on for it to go up, and which one should you be buying puts on for it to go down. That makes sense? Any questions? All right. So check this out, right? You were saying them?
No, I ain't got no question.
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay. So check this out. You take so now I don't start with the charts. I usually start here when I'm looking for a trade idea. Then let's just say like, oh, utilities is booming, right? So now what you can do is go on utilities and look at which stock in the utility sector is actually strong and which ones is actually weak. So you can pick the right one. So right here, you can see these are all the utility sectors. Let me go to that small time frame, the 60-minute, the 1 hour. This, takes, so you can see CEG is leading. But if you come down here, you can see next era, NEE, it's improving. So the way you want to trade this is you want to trade things that are going from lagging to improving to the upside, and things that are going from leading to weakening to the downside. So as you can see right here, I have NEE. Let me zoom in. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a lot in here, but you can see it right there. Right there. You guys see it? Right there. That's NEE. And that's it right there. So as you can see, NEE is starting to lead the pack. This one these are already led, but you see that they might be lagging. They might start to fade. So if you see something leading, going from leading to weakening, you want to buy puts. If you see something from lagging to improving, you want to buy calls. And what do? I bought calls. All right, just want to show you guys that piece right there. So this right here is a great tool to really because trading, you want to what I've been learning from my mentors is how to become a detective in the market and how to find a trade idea and then find the right champion to coincide with that idea. It's not enough to be like, oh, just utilities is good, but which is the best utilities one? If you don't know, you can always play the sector, don't get me wrong, but if you want to make the best trade that you can make, you're going to do the extra legwork and investigate. All right. So that's NEE. And then I also want to show you guys this right here. Let me see, I might have to, am I logged in? So this is a report that my mentor puts out every week and every month. So notice, like, for example, like this was last week. So he actually predicted this really well. He's like, SPY likely to have a major slowdown, pace, defensive rotation, tighten, warrants of a drop, 4 to 7 days. So he basically said 570 was going to be the area where it could drop. And if you go on SPY last week, I'll go to SPY so you guys can see. Last week on the chart, you can see what did we do? We topped at 572 and we came all the way down to 565, which he had called out in that report. So right now, the market is trying to go up, but just seeing the weakness of these candles, they're not as thick. They're a bunch of dojis. They're looking much weaker than before. So a drop might be coming soon. All right. And so now let me go back to this report. So another ill thing about this is I have certain tools, like check this out. So if I go to tools, I have seasonality and I have open interest. So seasonality, I like to do 15 years because I don't want to include 2008 because that was a year that changed a lot of policies in the market. So now if I do this, look, this is showing you the seasonality, like based off the last 15 years, what mostly if there's so this notice there's no price levels. What it does, it shows you period of prolonged weakness and periods of strength. So as you can see, we're in a period of seasonality that SPY is usually weak, and usually SPY tends to bottom by October 1st, and then it has a pop until about the 24th. Then it have a little weakness to the 31st, and then it has more strength until November. Because if you guys know, every year there's a Santa Claus rally, and that's basically what we see to be happening once we get through October, like parts of October. It basically kind of starts. All right. So you can do this for multiple symbols. You can even do it for the sectors. Like, so if I want to, I can do XLU. Let's see what these utilities do. And mind you, this is just one data point. So of course you got to look at other things as well. But this definitely helps you time things better because like I said, direction is easy, but we need to work on timing. So these are all tools to help us time the market. So right here, you can see, look, there's usually some weakness in utilities, you know, so maybe this little pop might not be that long lived, you know, so we're gonna watch it, but this doesn't mean that this year it can't go up either. But you're gonna look at other things to coincide along with this. All right. So now the other tool is the open interest. So you can literally see based off the strike prices, the levels of open interest for calls and puts for SPY. Notice that the highest levels of open interest is at this 570 level, which is why he had predicted that we're going to drop. The next level is 573. And then you'll notice that the call open interest drops. But as you can see right now, I would say there's, is there more calls? I'll say there's still more puts overall. Like overall, I'll say there's probably still more puts in the market. So these need to go down more because the job of the market makers is to balance the market. You understand? So that, you know, everybody thinks, oh, they're hunting my stop. No, they just have to balance the market. So if there's too many puts in the market, mechanically the market cannot go down because it cannot reward all these people. They need to be, so a lot of those puts need to drop out of the market when people are not looking for it. That's when it happens. All right. So this is the tool that I use right here. And then same, you can put different symbols and see open interest. Let me look at XLU. And then also you can do it by expiration date. So the most important expiration dates are the monthly. Let me do that one first. Let me go back to SPY. And let's see what's coming up on the monthly. All right, so bring this down. Yeah, so it's pretty, so yeah, on the monthly you see that 570 is still the highest open interest. So most likely the market wants to go under 570 and by expiration. Yes, let me go to utilities now. XLU. So if you guys are looking for a trade idea, definitely look at utilities and see if you can spot a good entry. So look right here. This one has an imbalance on puts. So there's a lot of puts. Which expiration date is this one? There's a lot of puts right now, which is why one of the reasons why the market makers have an incentive to raise prices above that price, which was 77. And look what happened. If I go to XLU, you see 77. You see how like it came down this much, and then boom, what happened next day? They got clapped. Everybody who had puts, all these people right here, they got clapped on that $77 level because of all those open interests. Look at how much puts there were, and then look at how much calls there were. And this is for the 927. So now if we go to the end of the month, the monthly expiration for next month, let's look to see if we can predict the future. So what you got to understand is that the option market is the most predictive market in the world. Why? Because it gives you a time. It gives you an expiration. You know? So since you have those two pieces of information, the options tell you where the stock is going to go. Even though the stock is where the options get its price from, the options is where the stock figures out where it's going to go. So people that say you can't beat the market, you can't beat the market, yes, you can. If you know how to be a detective in the market. So yeah, so we're looking. So now here's the highest open interest, and you see 77. So right here, there's not a lot of calls compared to puts. So most likely you can see things rise maybe up to $82. This $82 probably is the highest call that's left. So this might be a target. All right. Any questions?
Nope.
All right. Bet. So those are the tools, RRG and open interest. You can also see open interest. This is my demo account, by the way. But you can see on Thinkorswim. So if I go to NED, you see this right here, this falls open interest. Here's for the calls, or what date is that? For the 4th, and then here's the puts. So you see right now, there's slightly more calls for this expiration date for the 4th. I want to look more at the 18th and really look at the open interest. All right. Now trade ID. Let's look at the chart. So, actually, all right, how about we look for a new trade ID? You want to do that? Let's use the tool to look for a brand new trade ID. So first I'm gonna do, look at every sector and see what sectors are leading and what sectors are lagging.
You say you want to try to get a option or a stock or whatever for the one that's lagging to go into the leading, right?
Yeah, so if it's lagging, I want to see it going to leading. Like you see how like they go from lagging to leading. So we got XLF, which is banks, and then we got XLB, which is materials.
Okay.
These are already kind of like in here already, but I want to see the rotation for rotation. So I look at the 60 minutes. This could take 3 to 4 days, and I look at the 30 minutes. It might take like 1 or 2 days to finish this rotation. So let's look in. So far we have XLF and XLB. So on the 30 minutes, you already see that they're already starting to lead. Like XLB, you know, what's that? XLF is still lagging, as you can see. But XLB is leading in the 30 minutes. So sector I might really want to look at is materials. I'm gonna look at it again on the screen. Yep, you see XLB. And the way this works, the further away from the middle, and the thicker the line, the stronger the rotation. So you can see XLU is still leading. XLY was weakening. These are energy. And then when you see kind of in the middle, not really picking a direction, I kind of stay away from it. I want to see a clear rotation. So far, I like XLF, XLB, and maybe even XLI. So now, but I would probably focus on XLB because I see that it's a little stronger than XLF, but I'll look at both of them. So now we identified 2 sectors that we want to look for trade ideas, and we're gonna just even see right here. It even breaks it down the ones that are leading and lagging. So tech is lagging. Industrials, materials, financials, real estate, consumer staples, and healthcare are improving. Meanwhile, are these ones right here on the 60 minute, which might take 3 to 4 days. I look at the 1 to 2 days as well, and I see that technology is actually improving in the short term. But I'm looking for a swing trade, so I'm probably going to focus more on the 60 minute. Because you got to realize, like, you want to front the market. You don't want to get into a trade when something's happening. You want to get in before it happens, right? So if we look at the sectors now, we're gonna look at XLB and we're gonna look at an XLF, right? So XLU is already leading, as you can see. And notice, right? This is the chart of XLU. Look at how easy it was for me to trade this. Every time it hits this gray line, what do you think I did? Bought it. It was very easy. And then this has been going up since what? July. So imagine if you got it in July, you just held it. This is why swing trading is more powerful than day trading, because you could have captured all this movement. All right, but now let's go to XLB, which is materials. So this is XLB, this is materials. So look at the chart. And we got about 10 minutes left. Look at the chart. So can someone tell me, is this a strong chart or a weak chart? Is it near the highs or near the lows? Is it closing out near the highs? It's closing near the highs. notice this was all-time high, and then this is where we are now. So this is a very strong chart. So XLB would be a good option for a trade to the upside because the rotations from it, and then now when you look at the chart, you see that it has a strong structure. Does that make sense? All right, so now let's take it a step further. Okay, I could just play XLB, right? But sometimes the options are not liquid for the sectors. So let's look at XLB. Let's look at their options. See if they have good options. So look, you see how big the spreads are? These are not good options because the bid is 65 and the ask is 155. That's a huge difference. That means to get out, you have to either sell it for a discount, so you don't want to do that. So now that we know XLB is a good option, we're not going to play XLB options. We're going to look inside for the best stop inside of XLB. So now we go back to the rotation, right? And then now so what's dope? You compare this to benchmark. Notice I was compared to SPY. I was comparing all the sectors to SPY. So now I'm going to compare everything to XLU, and I'm going to see what's the best stock in XLU. I'm sorry, XLB. So XLB is materials, and you also have to know that inflation is down right now, right? But guess what? Most likely it's gonna bounce and go up again. So this is why materials will give you a good trade, for like the next month. So all right, so now I'm looking at it. Oh, this is a weekly, so I gotta change it to the 60 minute. I'll put it on 1 month. This is my time frame. So notice what is going from lagging to improving, what is going from leading to weakening. So right here, I see ball. I see this thing called ball. This is one. What else? BAL ball. I'm gonna look at that one. ALB, it already kind of made its move, but I do like the strength of it. ALB. So I like this one. I like ball. What else? What is this red one? So we got Mo. So no, that was still lagging. IP. But let's look at those two. Let's look at ball and ALB. So we look at the charts, type in BALL. Let's look at the chart. Does this chart look strong? Yes, it does. Why? Because we closed. We had a strong close after 3 days of sell-off. So we're still closing near the highs. So this might be a good option, but we got to look at their options to see if they have good options. Look at all this work we're doing to find a good trade. Because when you find the best trade, you can make the most money. All right, so look at these spreads right here. 125, 140. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. So this could be one option. I'm gonna just buy it on my own demo for now. Right? This is okay. It's okay liquidity. All right. So this is a decent option. Now let's look at what's the other one? ALB. Let's see if it's too late. If the move already happened. ALB. Let's look at ALB. This one I don't like as much. Why? Because it's just chopping. It's staying in this range. It might break, but it might fall. I don't like it. I think it already made its move. It already from September 10th. That was a huge move already made. I'm gonna leave that one alone. All right. So ball is one. Let's see what else if we can find another one. Let me zoom in. So then you got what is this?
PKG.
PPG. PPG.
PKG, I think it's.
PPG right here. No, there was another one, right?
Oh, there was another one.
Let's see.
Yeah, PKG packaging or something.
PKG. Oh, this one right here. So look at PKG though. It was improving, and now it looks like it's coming back down into lagging. So let's look at the chart and see if it's a good chart. PKG. It's actually a strong looking chart, right? This is a very strong looking chart. Yeah, this is basically at all-time highs. Okay, so this might be an option, but let's look at the option and see if it's liquid. EKG. And this is how you find the gems that people like, how did you find that? This is how. So there's a little bit of liquidity right here, but overall, I think BL looks better and it's cheaper. But this might be an okay option. But I don't like the spreads on the other ones though. And the money is decent though. When it goes in the money, these spreads are actually decent. This one is like it's okay. It's okay. It's not terrible. So somehow I just buy these on demo and see how they do it. So I'll just put an order. Okay, so going back to the chart, it looks like the best one is BAL though. Because it clearly went from lagging to improving. If something that hasn't quite reached there yet might be, what is this? EMC? FMC? Yeah, FMC. So let's look at FMC. Okay, FMC, and it made us a more pullback, but notice how it's closing somewhat in the middle, not nearly at the high, but not too far from the high either. So maybe if this can, I'll say if this can actually prove itself, I would like it. If this can get over like this right here, then I'm gonna like it because it is showing a good, like you can see the uptrend from this diagonal. You see like it is doing something. So FMC, let's look at their options. FMC, it's okay. It's kind of similar to BL. Actually, I think it's like around the same price. These are not bad. But what I want to do, if I wanted to continue, I want to go after the strong ones. If I wanted to reverse, then I go after the weaker ones. So far, the best one I'd say is BALL. Let me zoom out. Is that the best? That might be the best one. And then what is LYB? Like it looks like it's lagging, but it might get to weakening. LYB. Let me look at that. LYB. Nope. Look at LYB. Am I interested in LYB? No. Why not? It's not closing near the highs. Does that make sense? So the best bet is to look at BAL tomorrow and look at these options right here. It's the 67, the 67.5 calls on BAL. That's the best material name that I see. All right. So this is what you want to look if you're looking for a trade in the future. I would look at the 67.5 calls for October 18th. There you guys have it. That's the trade. So that's basically all I wanted to show you guys for today. Definitely tap into the Discord, and if you have any questions, reach out to me. Thank you for tapping in tonight.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, have a good night, everybody. Peace. And I'll put the recordings up